I just want to say something quickly because sometimes I think there's people that need to hear what I have to say. Quickly, listen, when I transitioned from my hustle to my 9 to 5 job, the whole time I was hustling, I was in school, right? The whole time I was in school. So I was in school during the day, hustling at night, right? The whole time, right? Like totally my head was in the books. I was a single parent. King was young. I had a good supportive system, which was my mom. And then I was hustling at night to make ends meet, right? The transition was difficult. Understand me. My first paycheck, my first 2 years of being a nurse, my mother was still helping me pay bills. Yes, by the time I would save and put money up in my 401k and my health insurance, my mother was still helping me pay the mortgage on this house. People be like, they can't believe it, like nurses make money. Nurses do make money, but the transition, right? I went from making who knows how many bands I was making a week to making maybe half of that in a 2-week time period because I was getting paid bi-weekly at the time. So I was getting paid, paying my bills and still not having enough money. My mother would call me. I would never forget. I'd be in the bathroom at work. I'd be paid out all my bills through the bill pay. And she would call me and she would send me money for me to persist, to continue to pay my bills. And then that would leave me with like $50 extra to do whatever I wanted to do or whatever I needed to do, y'all. Real life, working, right? 36 hours a week, getting paid bi-weekly and still having to have the support of my mom, right? So y'all want to know what's my point, right? Y'all want to know where I'm going with this. I was depressed in my feelings. How do I go from having a small business, from hustling, from doing all these things where I was making mad money, never had any pressure for money, always had the things I needed, was always able to provide for my seed and give him what he needed. How do I transition from that to this? Right? I'm stuck now. I done went to school 4 years. I got this bachelor's degree. I feel like I done went to school and I've been bamboozled. Why am I struggling? Why does my mom still have to call me every other Friday and give me $400, $500, $600 for me to make ends meet? Happily. She was doing it happily, but it made me feel so small and so stupid. Honestly, like I got this degree and I still am having a hard time. Not still. I got this degree and now I'm having a hard time paying the bills. Ain't it supposed to be different? Ain't it supposed to be easier, right? Nights and days of prayer for me to stay persistent because I know how to bust down 10 bands in a month. No problem. Oh, I know the money hustle. I got this. Like I know how to do it, right? But it was time for a lifestyle change for me. Not even just for me, for mine, for my seed. Not even just for him, for my mother, for those surrounding me. It was time for a lifestyle change. It was difficult to leave a situation from where I could make all these coins. Right. So now I'm in a situation where if my mother don't give me $400, $500, $600, you feel me? I'm not going to be able to make ends meet. I'm not going to be able to pay my bills. So the transition is difficult. It is not easy. There's been people that tell me in the past, don't say difficult. It is difficult, sis. It is not easy to transition. People be hitting me up on the gram like, how do you do it? How did you make that transition and stick to it? You feel me? Like it's easy. Like I can do it for a year and then I end up having to go back and I be trying to tell people you're going to have to stay persistent. It's not going to be easy. I don't care if you went to school and you have a PhD. When you come from having a small business, busting down bands and being able to do things for yourself to a 9 to 5 or a salary job, it's a whole nother ball game. Right? It's a whole nother ball game. The urge is like crack. Like it's like you're sitting home and it's like, I know how to get to the money. I know how to do what I need to do. Right? But I'm trying to persist and move on and create a better lifestyle for me and mine and for you and yours. So the hustle don't stop ever. That urge is always going to be there for you. It's never going anywhere. Sis, if you're waiting for things to get easy for you to be able to make the transition, you'll be waiting a lifetime. Understand me. It's never going to get easy. Ever going to get easy. You're going to have to be for sure that the goals you set forth are goals that you really want for yourself. Is this really what you want to do? Because that's the only way you're going to stick to it and be persistent, right? That's the only way you're going to be able to do it. Be for sure the goals you set forth are stuff or situations and things that you want to persist in and things that you want to spend your time doing, because that's the only thing that's going to keep you persistent. You're going to have to fight for the goals, for the lifestyle, for the image you portray and you want to be portrayed to your kids and your seed. If those are the things that you want, you're going to have to fight for them. It's not going to be easy. It's a fight. I believe in you. I know you can do it, but understand, get ready for war. For me, it took like a whole circle change. Like all my homegirls love for years, I kind of had to back away and minimize because they were living a lifestyle of which I didn't want to live, and I wanted to create something different for me. Wasn't never no shade. It wasn't never trying to be rude or nasty. Wasn't never trying to portray that I was better. I just wanted something different. So I had to back away from situations and people that were in a lifestyle which I felt that I was not fit for anymore. Right? Hurt. Those are my dogs. This is a situation. These are people that were with me through some of the roughest times of my life. But now, at that time, I was at a point where I wanted something different. I wanted something better. And I had to totally back away from people I love, people I had been with for a long time, to create a lifestyle, to persist in my goals, to be successful, to not be persuaded by what they felt like was okay, to live my life the way I wanted to live my life. So no, sis, I don't have no, this is how you make it easy transition, or this is how you set goals and stick to them. I don't have that for you. I can't tell you that it's going to be easy because it never is going to be easy. But what I can tell you is through faith and through lots of prayer and through a whole bunch of persistence, those people that love you praying for you, those people that care about you praying for you. If you're a Christian, your pastor praying for you. If you're Muslim like me, my imam praying for me. People like those people are the people you need on your team and on your side praying for you to be successful. That is all I have. That is the only thing that's going to make your road a little bit less rocky, if those people close to you and those people surrounding you are praying for you to win. Win, sis. Understand it's not easy, but you can definitely win. Have a good day.